All right, friends, we are back for another writing lesson. Now, yesterday you guys watched the video of the three little pigs, and hopefully it's a story that you know pretty well. And then yesterday we drew our characters. Now, grab your characters and let's review. Remember that at the beginning of a story, we need to tell who the characters are. And then there's one more thing that we normally tell at the beginning of the story, and that is where the story takes place, which is the setting of the story. Friend, what is the setting of our story of the three little pigs? Where does it take place? I'm thinking that the story takes place in a country town, a valley, somewhere with lots of green grass and there's houses around. So I'm going to call it a town. So I want you to grab a plain white sheet of paper and we're going to draw the setting of our story together today. Okay, grab your white piece of paper, put your characters aside. Now, I imagine them going down a path. And so I've got my crayons. And the very first thing I'm going to draw is I'm going to draw a winding path. Now, I could go up my paper like this. I can go to the side like this. Any way you want, friend. All right, I think I'm going to draw my path with a black crayon just so you can see it. Now, your path might be green or it might be tan. There might be sand on the path. All right, so I'm going to start down here and I'm going to wind up down there. All right, here's my path. Now, friend, this is like their journey. This is what happens at the beginning of the story. This will be kind of what happens in the middle of the story, and then we have the end of the story. Now, friends, where did they start out? Yes, they started out at their mom's house. So that's the first thing I'm going to draw right here. I'm going to draw it right here in this corner. I'm going to draw a house that their mom lived in. And I'm just going to draw part of the house. Now, you can draw as much of the house as you want. I'm just going to draw part of it. All right. And then, friend, where did they end up at the very end of the story? Friend, do you know where they ended up at the very end of the story? Yeah, they ended up at the house made of bricks. They did. So guess what we're going to put on our setting map? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to draw a house made of bricks at the very end, way up here, because this is where they end up at the end of the story. All right, you start working on that, and Miss Tanner will too. Are you guys working on your brick house? I always think bricks are all these beautiful colors, and so I'm going to use different colors to make my brick house. Okay, here we go. Here is my brick house. All right, friend. Now let's think back to the beginning of the story. They start at their mama's house. They end at the brick house. what about the middle of the story? What two houses do they build, and which one do they build first? Remember that when we retell a story, we tell the story in order. So let's try this. They start at their mama's house and they build the house of straw. Yes. So I want you to draw a house of straw on your story map. All right, here's mine. Now straw is yellow, so I'm going to color mine yellow. And I just put little lines on mine to represent the straw. What's the next house they come across? Or not that they come across, but that they build. Yeah, they build the house of sticks. So, friend, what are you going to be doing? Yeah. So you can pause this video while you draw your houses and color them, and then come back and see me, and we'll talk some more. All right, friend, do you have your houses drawn? You should have 4 houses for your setting of your story. So we have the mama's house, the straw house, which I made yellow because straw is yellow, the stick house, which I made brown because sticks are usually brown, and then the brick house, the red bricks. And I'm just going to maybe add some more to my setting. I'm going to add some grass growing here. I'm just going to make it a little bit more beautiful. You might add some flowers. We might add a tree. All right, friend. If you need more time, that's fine, because we're just about done for today. So today, your job was to build your story map of the setting of the story. Where did this story take place? And it took place outside. They were building houses. It's kind of in a town or a valley. And so we drew all of our houses on the path that tells us the story so that we are in order. We are telling this story in order. All right, friend, finish up your drawing and bring all of your pieces back tomorrow.